welcome back to Mr. English Echo. I'm Emma, and I'm so glad you're here with us today. This is the place where English feels easy, natural, and fun. Together, we'll learn through real conversations, not boring grammar rules. So relax, listen, and enjoy the journey.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sam. It's always exciting to be here with you. We know learning English can feel stressful sometimes, but here it's different. We keep it simple, we keep it natural, and we make sure you feel confident every step of the way.
Exactly, Sam. And before we dive in, let's remind our listeners, if you're enjoying these conversations, don't forget to subscribe and share Mr. English Echo with your friends. The more you practice listening, the faster your English will grow.
Yes, and remember, every time you listen, you're training your ears, your pronunciation, and your confidence. So stay with us because today's topic is really exciting.
Sam, let's say hello properly to each other before we start. Hi, Sam. How are you today?
Hi, Emma. I'm feeling great. I'm ready to travel. And that's perfect because today we're talking about English at the airport, a place full of energy, movement, and sometimes a little stress.
Oh, yes. Airports can be stressful, but with the right English, they become much easier. So let's imagine this. You're at the airport, ready to fly to another country. What's the first thing you usually do?
The first step is usually check-in. You go to the airline counter, give your passport, and get your boarding pass. And here's the English you need. Hello, I'd like to check in for my flight. Simple, polite, and clear.
That's a great example. And sometimes the staff will ask, do you have any luggage to check in? This means, are you leaving a big bag with them? If yes, you can say, yes, I have one bag. Or if no, you can say, no, I only have carry-on.
Carry-on means the small bag you take with you on the plane. Easy word, right? And here's another phrase. Can I have a window seat, please? That's a nice way to ask for your favorite seat.
Perfect. And remember, always add please. It makes your English sound polite and friendly. So let's role play this check-in moment. I'll be the passenger, and Sam, you'll be the airline staff.
All right, let's do it. Ready?
Yes. Hello, I'd like to check in for my flight to London.
Of course. May I see your passport, please?
Here you go.
Thank you. Do you have any luggage to check in?
Yes, I have one bag.
All right. Would you like a window seat or an aisle seat?
A window seat, please.
Done. Here is your boarding pass. Have a nice flight.
That was great. See how natural it sounds? And listeners, you can practice this role play with us. Repeat the sentences, copy the pronunciation, and imagine yourself at the airport.
Exactly. The more you repeat, the more natural it becomes. And don't worry about mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Just keep practicing.
Now, after check-in, the next step is security. This is where you show your boarding pass and passport, and they check your bags. Sometimes they ask, do you have any liquids? That means water, juice, or shampoo.
Yes, and the rule is usually liquids must be in small bottles. So if they ask, you can say, yes, I have a small bottle of water. Or, no, I don't have any liquids.
And sometimes they'll ask you to take off your shoes or belt. Don't worry, it's normal. You can hear, please remove your shoes, or please put your bag on the belt. Easy sentences, right?
Very easy. And here's a tip. Listen carefully and don't be afraid to ask. If you don't understand, just say, sorry, could you repeat that? That's polite and useful everywhere.
Yes, that's a magic phrase. Sorry, could you repeat that? It shows respect and people will help you. So, listeners, remember this one.
Now, after security, you go to the gate. That's where you wait for your flight. And you'll hear announcements like, Flight 205 to London is now boarding. Boarding means it's time to get on the plane.
Exactly. And sometimes they'll say, passengers in Group A may board now. That means only some people can go first. So listen carefully to the announcements.
Emma, let's role play again. This time, I'll be the staff at the gate, and you'll be the passenger.
Okay. Hello, is this the gate for Flight 205 to London?
Yes, it is. May I see your boarding pass, please?
Here you go.
Thank you. You may board now. Have a nice flight.
Thank you very much.
See? Simple, polite, and natural. And listeners, you can practice this too. Imagine yourself at the gate, ready to fly.
Yes, and remember, confidence is the key. Even if your English is not perfect, if you speak with confidence, people will understand you.
So Sam, we've checked in, passed security, and now we're waiting at the gate. But you know what? Sometimes flights get delayed. That can be confusing for travelers, especially if English isn't their first language.
Yes, delays happen often. And here's the English you need. Excuse me, is the flight delayed? Or, how long is the delay? These are simple, clear questions that help you understand the situation.
And sometimes the staff will say, the flight is delayed by 1 hour, or we will board at 5:30. So listen carefully to the times. Numbers are very important at the airport.
Exactly. And here's another useful phrase. Is there a restaurant nearby? Because if you have to wait, you might want food or coffee. Airports are full of shops, so this question is very practical.
Yes, and you can also ask, where's the restroom? That's one of the most common questions. Simple, but very important. And remember, restroom is the polite word in American English. In British English, people often say toilet.
That's a good point. So learners, remember both words. If you're in the US, say restroom. If you're in the UK, toilet is fine. Both are correct, just different styles.
Now, let's imagine the announcement comes. Passengers for flight 205 to London, please proceed to boarding. What should you do?
You go to the gate, show your boarding pass, and walk down the jet bridge. That's the tunnel that connects the airport to the plane. And here's a phrase. Is this the line for boarding? Very useful when you're not sure.
Yes, and sometimes staff will say, please have your boarding pass and passport ready. That means hold them in your hand. Don't keep them in your bag. It makes the process faster.
And when you enter the plane, the flight attendants will greet you. They usually say, "Welcome aboard." That's a nice phrase. It means welcome to the plane.
Yes, and you can reply with a smile. Thank you. Simple, polite, and friendly. Remember, a smile is part of communication too. It makes everything easier.
Now let's talk about finding your seat. Your boarding pass will show a number, like 12A. The number is the row and the letter is the seat. A is usually the window, C is the aisle.
That's right. And if you're not sure, you can ask, excuse me, is this seat 12A? Or could you help me find my seat? Flight attendants are always ready to help.
And sometimes you'll find another passenger sitting in your seat by mistake. Don't worry, just say politely, "I think this is my seat." Most people will move quickly.
Yes, politeness is the key. Never be angry. Just use calm English and everything will be fine. Now, once you're seated, you'll hear announcements like, please fasten your seatbelt. That means put the belt around your waist and click it.
And another one, please turn off your electronic devices. That means switch off your phone or laptop. Easy sentences, but very important.
Yes, and sometimes they'll say, we will take off in 10 minutes. Take off means the plane goes up into the sky. A beautiful moment, right?
Absolutely. And here's a fun phrase, enjoy your flight. You'll hear this often. It's a nice way to wish someone a good journey.
Sam, let's role play again. This time, I'll be the passenger and you'll be the flight attendant.
All right, let's go.
Excuse me, could you help me find seat 12A?
Of course. It's right here by the window. Please have a seat.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Please fasten your seatbelt. We'll take off soon.
That was perfect. And listeners, you can practice this too. Repeat the sentences, copy the pronunciation, and imagine yourself inside the plane.
Yes, practice makes everything easier. And remember, airports and planes are full of simple English phrases. You don't need complicated grammar, just clear, polite sentences.
Exactly. And the more you listen, the more natural it becomes. So keep repeating with us, and soon you'll feel confident anywhere in the world.
So now we're on the plane, seatbelts fastened and ready to fly. But Sam, there's still a lot of English we can learn during the flight itself.
Yes, absolutely. The flight is full of useful phrases. For example, when the flight attendant comes with food and drinks, they usually ask, would you like something to drink? That's a very common question.
And you can answer simply, yes, water please, or yes, orange juice please. If you don't want anything, you can say, no, thank you. Polite and clear.
Exactly. And later, they might ask, would you like chicken or pasta? That's the meal choice. You can say, chicken please, or pasta please. Easy, right?
Very easy. And here's another useful phrase. Could I have a blanket, please? Sometimes the plane is cold, so this is a good sentence to know.
Yes, and also, could I have some headphones please? Because many flights have movies or music. These small requests make your flight more comfortable.
Now, let's talk about asking for help. Imagine you don't understand something. You can say, excuse me, could you explain that? Or, sorry, I didn't understand. These are polite ways to ask again.
That's very important. Never be afraid to ask. People are happy to help if you're polite. And remember, tone matters. Speak calmly with a smile, and everything will be easier.
Yes, tone is everything. Even if your grammar isn't perfect, if your tone is friendly, people will understand you. Now, let's role play a food service moment. I'll be the passenger, and Sam, you will be the flight attendant.
All right, let's go.
Excuse me, could I have some water, please?
Of course, here you go.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Would you like chicken or pasta?
Chicken, please.
All right, enjoy your meal.
Perfect. See how natural that sounds? And listeners, you can practice this too. Repeat the sentences, copy the pronunciation, and imagine yourself on the plane.
Yes, practice is the secret. And here's another situation. Sometimes you need to go to the restroom. You can ask, excuse me, where is the restroom? The flight attendant will point you in the right direction.
And if someone is blocking the way, you can say politely, excuse me, may I pass? That's a very useful phrase, not only on planes, but everywhere.
Exactly. Politeness opens doors. And here's another phrase. Could I change my seat? Sometimes you want to sit next to a friend, or maybe you prefer the aisle. Just ask politely.
Yes, and sometimes the flight is full, so they might say, sorry, the flight is full. That means no seat changes, but it's always okay to ask.
Now, let's talk about announcements during the flight. You'll hear, we are now cruising at 30,000 feet. That means the plane is flying smoothly at a high level.
And another one, we may experience some turbulence. Turbulence means the plane shakes a little. Don't worry, it's normal. Just keep your seatbelt fastened.
Yes, turbulence is safe, but it can feel strange. So if you hear that announcement, just relax. And here's another. We will begin our descent soon. Descent means the plane is going down, preparing to land.
That's a beautiful word, descent. It means the journey is almost finished. And finally, you'll hear, cabin crew, prepare for a landing. That's the signal for the staff to get ready.
Emma, let's roleplay one more time. I'll be the flight attendant making announcements, and you'll be the passenger listening.
Okay, let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now cruising at 30,000 feet. Please relax and enjoy the flight.
See, that's a typical announcement. And here's another one.
We may experience some turbulence. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened.
That's perfect. And listeners, remember these words, cruising, turbulence, descent. They are very common in flight announcements.
Yes. And the more you hear them, the easier they become. So keep practicing and soon you'll understand every announcement on the plane.
Exactly. And remember, English at the airport and on the plane is not complicated. It's simple, clear, and polite. That's all you need.
So, Sam, we've learned English for check-in, security, boarding, and even during the flight. But there's one more important step, arriving at the destination airport.
Yes, arrival is full of useful English too. When the plane lands, you'll hear, "Welcome to London. The local time is 7:30." That's a typical announcement. It tells you the city and the time.
And after landing, you go through immigration. That's where officers check your passport. They usually ask, what is the purpose of your visit? That means, why are you here? You can answer, I'm here for tourism, or I'm here for business.
Yes, and they might ask, how long will you stay? You can say, I will stay for 2 weeks, or I will stay for 5 days. Simple sentences, but very important.
And sometimes they ask, where will you stay? That means what hotel or address. You can answer, I will stay at the Hilton Hotel, or I will stay with friends. Clear and polite.
Exactly. And here's another common question. Do you have anything to declare? That means, are you bringing special items like expensive goods or food? If not, you can say, no, I have nothing to declare.
Yes, and if you're not sure, just ask, could you explain what declare means? That shows respect and helps you learn. Remember, asking questions is always okay.
Now, after immigration, you go to baggage claim. That's where you pick up your checked luggage. You'll see signs that say baggage claim, and you'll hear announcements like bags from flight 205 are on carousel 3. Carousel means the moving belt.
Yes, and if you can't find your bag, you can ask, excuse me, where is the baggage claim for flight 205? Or, my bag is missing, what should I do? These are very useful sentences.
And staff will usually say, please fill out this form, or we will deliver your bag later. So listen carefully and don't worry, bags usually arrive safely.
After baggage claim, you go through customs. Sometimes they ask, do you have food or plants? Or, are you carrying more than $10,000? These are standard questions. Just answer honestly.
Yes, honesty is important. And remember, customs officers are just doing their job. Be polite, answer clearly, and everything will be fine.
Now, finally, you leave the airport. You might need a taxi, bus, or train. So here are some useful phrases. Where is the taxi stand? Or how much is a ticket to the city center? Very practical English.
Yes, and if you're using a taxi, you can say, could you take me to the Hilton Hotel, please? Or, how long will it take to get to the city center? These sentences make travel easy.
And if you're using a train, you can ask, where is the train station? Or, does this train go to the city center? Simple, clear, and polite.
Now, Emma, let's role play one last time. I'll be the taxi driver and you'll be the passenger.
All right. Excuse me, could you take me to the Hilton Hotel, please?
Of course. Do you have luggage?
Yes, I have one bag.
All right. It will take about 30 minutes. Please sit back and relax.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Perfect. And listeners, you can practice this too. Imagine yourself leaving the airport, talking to a taxi driver, and arriving at your hotel.
Yes, practice every step. Check-in, security, boarding, flight, arrival, immigration, baggage, customs, and transport. Each step has simple English phrases. If you learn them, you'll feel confident anywhere in the world.
Exactly. And remember, English is not about perfection. It's about communication. If you speak clearly and politely, people will understand you.
So keep practicing with us. Listen, repeat, and imagine yourself traveling. Soon, you'll be ready for any airport in the world.
And that's the beauty of English learning. It's not just grammar or vocabulary, it's real life. It's travel, adventure, and connection.
Yes, connection. English connects you to people everywhere, and airports are the perfect example. People from all countries, all cultures, all speaking together.
So, listeners, keep practicing with Mr. English Echo. Subscribe, share, and join us every time. Together, we'll make English easy, natural, and fun.
Thank you for being with us today. We hope you enjoyed this journey through the airport. Practice these phrases, and next time you travel, you'll feel confident and ready.
Yes, and remember, every time you listen, you grow. So keep listening, keep repeating, and keep smiling. English is your passport to the world.
And we'll be here with you every step of the way. Until next time, safe travels and happy learning.